There are these weird rituals that we go through in the run up to people running for president, even years out. We're never really not in a presidential race. And one of the stupid things that people do to show that they're going to be running is going to the Iowa State Fair for some reason, primaries and caucuses and all that. So you know who's going this year? Marjorie Greene is going to the Iowa State Fair, which does not mean that she's running for president, but I don't think she's going for the fried butter. She could be going for this reason. So, Rayyvana, what do you think?
I mean, she might be entering herself into the dumbest hog competition this year. I'm not sure, but but I really don't foresee a world where the Republican Party moves past its sexism and has a woman candidate in 2020 for 2024. Like I just really think that they are that misogynistic and sexist that even the epitome of the crazy that they love because she's a woman, can't have that, which is great for the rest of us. But
I wonder about that. Like there's some other issues that I want to bring up, but in terms of her being a woman, is she sufficiently opposed in general to other women, feminism, stuff like that? Like as much as guys love not feminine, like they hate women, don't they like women who seem to hate women in some ways? Like, does that give, like people love us, they love excuses, they love get out of jail free cards. Supporting her makes it seem as if they support a woman because she is technically a woman. She just sets herself in opposition to a lot of different types of women in a lot of different areas. Does that potentially get her across the finish line with conservative men?
I mean, I could see it giving her a little more of a boost, but at the end of the day, I can still picture a Republican voter, she agrees with me on all the policies, but she's a woman, and when she gets her period, she's gonna nuke every country, so we can't vote for her.
Oh my God. By the way, I just want to point out that pigs are intelligent and emotional animals. They can learn a lot. Anyway, I'm just gonna point that out. Anyway, so here's another issue. Anyone who runs for president is going to be going up against Trump, seemingly. Like it's not a sure thing that he's gonna run, but he sure seems to want us to think that he is. And even sort of like dipping your toe in the waters to see what people would think, there is a chance that Trump will see that, become insanely angry at you and turn on you. So like whether it's her or if it's DeSantis or Abbott, how do they test the waters? How do they figure out if they should run when they don't know if he's gonna run, knowing that there's so much risk? I don't know, what do you think about that?
I mean, I'm sorry, I was thinking about the pig thing. I'll be honest, I missed a little bit of what you said there at the end. But I mean, there is, I really don't, I don't see Trump running in 2024 because I don't think that his fragile ego could stand to lose again. Also, I think that he would probably not want to be president again unless they promise to reinstate his Twitter account. Otherwise, I think he likes just crashing weddings at Mar-a-Lago. But it is there is, like we saw with oh my God, the hillbilly elegy guy. I can't remember his name.
JD Vance.
JD Vance accidentally criticized Trump a little too harshly, and that was a major issue for his campaign. So you have to, if you're a Republican, you have to be careful. You have to sufficiently praise Daddy Trump and make sure that you're not making the wrong moves. So they're definitely they're walking a thin rope. The Republican Party candidates are.
Yeah, I go back and forth. I will say that I think that he will run just because I get the fragile ego, but I think he desperately wants people to be paying attention to him and all that. But I think the funniest thing would be if he doesn't end up running, but he waits so long to make it clear and he scares the other Republicans away from early campaigning because they don't want him to jump in and then turn on them, that it's 2 months before the convention and nobody's running. Like nobody's actually willing to run yet. And they're all wondering can I start my campaign? I would love to see him like totally destroy the entire field. But that said, I personally think as of right now, and I reserve the right to change my mind, that he will run, but we will have to see.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.